Fitin10 Nation, it is day 19 of the Fitin10 Challenge. And this is going to be a bit of a long video. I'm going to try to make it as short as possible. So here we go. All right, listen, I want to talk to you first and foremost. Reminder, you got to book your scans ASAP. A lot of you have not booked your scans. Probably half of you have not booked your scans, which makes me think you're not really watching the videos, or you're not checking it with Slack because the calendar. It's not really a hard word to say. The calendar is posted right in Slack. So book your scans ASAP. Now, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about where you're at in this challenge, because a lot of people, not a lot of people, but every challenge, inevitably there's a few people that come to me. It's more than a few people this time because it's a bigger challenge, and they say, I don't think I've made change. Okay, I don't think I've really changed. And this happens every single challenge, and inevitably some people don't make change. Or I shouldn't say don't make change, they don't make that much change. And some people that think they haven't made change make great change. So just wait. Do not make the mistake of weighing yourself and seeing the difference on the scale, because that will not always show through. Okay, first of all, especially if you're female, your weight will fluctuate. Yes, it will fluctuate day to day. A lot of my female clients that I have, my personal female clients, I do monitor their weight, and generally speaking with women, your weight will fluctuate depending on your size. Your weight will fluctuate, and I'm not talking about the time of the day, I'm talking about, like, say, every morning. Your weight will fluctuate, 5 to 6 pounds depending on the time of the month, okay? Also glycogen and exercise and all these things are going to affect your weight as well. Stress and sleep, those are all going to affect your weight. Okay, not to mention too that, even if you put on a pound of muscle, which is, again, this is, well, you probably haven't put on a pound of muscle, but you, by training, are making the muscle more receptive to water storage. Okay, how's that working? Well, you're making the muscle more insulin sensitive. Okay, you're making it more apt to storing glycogen when you weight train. And by such, you will store more water in the muscle, which will raise your body weight. But this is not body fat. This will in fact be measured as muscle, okay? So wait till your scan comes along and see the results, all right? It's only been, really, if you take your macros into consideration, it's only been 15 days. All right, so, this is a process. To be where you're at right now, and again, I don't mean this in any demeaning fashion, but where you are right now did not happen in 2 weeks, okay? It happened probably over several years. Possibly it's been a lifelong struggle for you. I don't know, but I know that's the case for some people. Hang in there, be patient, and do the whole challenge, because this challenge is an overall process, okay? This challenge is an overall process, all right? It is a little bit front end loaded as well, okay? Because there will be a little bit of reduction in your calories. Not a lot, but there will be a little bit of reduction in your calories as time goes on, all right? A lot of people too are complaining that they think that, it's calories in versus calories out, and yes, there is truth to that, but they believe their calories are too high. Well, we'll wait till your scan comes along and we'll see, all right? The other thing you want to keep in mind too is, are you fulfilling all the pillars of the challenge? Are you following your macros every day? Are you getting in all your workouts? All right, so if you're not doing the pillars, if you're not fulfilling them, then, if you're doing half the pillars, you can expect some change, but not the extent of change that you would have if you follow everything, okay? There is a reason why I've given you everything in this challenge. There is a reason for everything, okay? So keep that in mind. Don't just slough off certain parts because you believe that they're not important, or they won't really make a difference, or in fact you'll be better off. Again, this is a process, okay? All right, so think of a house and a foundation. How much foundation do you see in a finished house? You don't see any foundation. You don't see it. So it doesn't matter, right? No, it matters, right? Because without a foundation, your house ain't standing. All right, so everything counts. Remember that. Okay, 5 minutes? Man, I can talk. Seriously, holy crap. Okay. Okay, I gotta get to some of your questions here. I gotta do food of the day. Fuck. Oops. If there's no kids around. Alright. Cardio and soreness from training. Okay, some people are saying they can't do cardio. One person's saying they can't do cardio because their muscles are so sore. Alright, so here's my suggestion. Don't do any impact type cardio. Do something that's non-impact, like the bike. And if your muscles, for example, your quadriceps, or maybe your hamstrings, or your glutes, or whatever, let's just say your legs are sore, you will have less soreness by going through and doing your cardio because you'll get some blood flow, and that blood flow will help remove some of that lactic. It's not lactic acid. It's lactate's friend there, the hydrogen ions that build up in your muscles. All right, blood flow will help to remove these and remove the soreness. Okay, or take away some soreness. Do your cardio, you'll be less sore. Trust me on that. Okay. And I never answered this question here. Superset versus drop set. A superset is just doing several exercises back to back. So basically doing one exercise right away and going to another exercise. Usually a superset is defined as doing multiple exercises that are for the same muscle group back to back, okay? Drop set is the same, doing the same exercise but dropping the weight. So going to failure, dropping the weight, go to failure with that new weight, to failure, and keep going, okay? However many drop sets you want to do. These are just ways of intensifying. These are actually really old school bodybuilding protocols, okay? Just ways for adding intensity to the set. Weights and working harder. Yes, some people are saying I need to work harder. Okay, well, just give yourself some credit here and understand that, you know, you're kind of feeling things out. Okay, especially if you're new to weight training, you're totally feeling things out. You don't really know what you can handle. You don't really know how to do the movements. You're just learning. You're just learning. So, yeah, you're going to notice that your weight should go up quite fast. Every workout they should probably be going up, depending on what you're doing. You know, like your major movements. You know, your squats, your presses, your rows. You're going to notice that you're going to be able to move up in weight almost every workout. Maybe not so much on your tricep extensions or your biceps, but on those bigger movements, yes, for sure, you will notice. All right. 750. Okay. All right, I usually want to talk about real food. This is certainly not real food, but somebody asked me about this, and I'll talk about it. The reason why I'm going to talk about like bars and stuff like that is because these are handy, and they make your life easier. So I should talk about them right now. All right, so this is a Quest bar. This one here, I've probably had for a year. I don't even know where it came from because I would never buy this flavor. This bar, all in all, is for most people a pretty gross bar, although they sell like crazy for people who are dieting. If you're dieting, these actually become pretty good. But if it's not peanut butter or the cookie dough one or maybe the Oreo one, to me they don't taste good. But there's many flavors out there. These are a high protein, high fiber, moderate fat, low carbohydrate protein bar. Okay, they're not a bad bar. They're not ones that I would suggest to eat, but they are out there and people are asking about them. They're not a bad bar. There's not a huge amount of nutrition in them. Okay, so I'll go through the ingredients here quickly. Okay, so there's basically a blend of proteins, and they're all isolates, so there's no lactose in there. So milk and whey isolate. So those are the two derivatives of protein that are in this. There's corn fiber, almonds, water, cocoa butter, raspberries, natural flavors, erythritol, that is alcohol sugar, sodium, salt, okay. Sodium caseinate, so that's just a preservative. Is that good for you, bad for you? I'm actually not sure. Probably not bad for you. I doubt it. Sea salt, sunflower oil, lecithin, and steviol glycoside. So that's just stevia extract. and sucralose. So a lot of sweeteners in here. There's actually 3 different sweeteners in here. All right, pretty basic bar, high in protein, high in fiber. Not a bad bar, but certainly not the one I would recommend, okay? Quest protein bars. But do the ISO bars, those are the best. All right, message of the day of 10 minutes. Holy cow. All right, message of the day. Well, I've already said it, actually. You already heard me say it. This is a... I'll stop hitting the table and shaking the camera around. This is a process. This is a process. You need to go from start to end. Do not make judgment on the foundation, okay? Don't make a judgment on what the house looks like based on the foundation that we're pouring. You have no idea what the house is going to look like. You don't know. You got to go through the whole process. There's different stages to this challenge. Do not make the judgment right now as to what this challenge is about, okay? Go through the whole process of it, okay? Trust me, this is the 10th challenge. This challenge is based on, working with clients personally. I started when I was 18. And, I'm not going to sit here and say I know everything, because I certainly don't. But I will tell you I have a lot of experience doing this. And it's the same thing every challenge. Just trust the system and just keep with it, okay? Trust me. All right? Trust me, trust your coach. This is a process, and a process means start to finish, not just start, okay? Be patient and follow through. Believe me on that, all right? Submit, commit. Submit and commit to this challenge. Positive energy, positive vibes. Give some gratitude, and for the love of God, believe in yourself. Follow the pillars and believe in yourself, and believe me, you will be happy. Just plan and prepare and make things happen, and trust me, you will be happy. Every single past winner, just follow the pillars. Trust me. I know. Guys, I'll talk to you all very soon. See ya.